keys to the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeYarman Ford and DeYarmanFord.com. Tonight's game time temperature is, well, it's cold out. That's to say the least. And we are on Indianola Activities YouTube. Again, much appreciated to Lee Nelson, Indianola Activities Department, making sure we're on the air. I'm Andrew Swatner. He's Rob Hawkins. 26 degrees is tonight's game time temperature, presented by Country Propane Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Just south of Milo, so no matter what the temperature is outside and it's really cold, Country Propane Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, emphasis on the heating tonight, provides the best propane, HVAC, and plumbing installation, maintenance, and repair services in Central Iowa. Coming up, we will have our starting lineups presented by Cementech. And let's jump right in. We'll start with the Wildcats. A sophomore listed at 5'9", number 2, Mally Stoner, a senior at 5'5", number 3, Emma Pitts. A junior, number 20, Natalie Ramsey, listed at 5'8". A sophomore listed at 5'9", number 23, Macy Camito. And a junior at 6'2", number 50, Logan Brown. The Indianola starters tonight pretty much the same that they have had all season long, minus one change is going to be senior number 11, 5'8", Bryn Bishop. Number 15, a junior listed at 5'8", Brooke White. A freshman, number 22, listed at 5'7", Alexa Geyer. A junior at 5'9", number 23, Dana Blake. And a junior at 5'7", number 24, Zoe Belt. Those are tonight's starting lineups presented by Cementech. Are you looking to own your future? Cementech is 100% employee-owned and offers a comprehensive benefits package. To view current first and second shift openings, go to cementech.com. Take a short time out for the national anthem. Back after this on KNIA, and we'll start game one of our girls-boys doubleheader. Indianola hosting Carlisle.
Chronic soreness, recent fall, nagging pain from a summer injury? Look no further than Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Whether your pain is old or new, Capital Orthopedics gives you the care you deserve when you need it most. And you don't have to go far. They're right down the road at Indianola Specialty Clinic. Call 515-440-2676 or request an appointment online today. For specialists who want to get you back in the game as quickly as possible, the choice is Capital.
Deck the halls at McCoy True Value in Indianola with these bargains of the month through December 22nd. Create a beautiful atmosphere with lights and decor, including Holiday Wonderland's 300-count Starry Micro LED string light set for $29.99, or many other options. All Christmas trees are on sale, and don't forget the wrapping paper, 35-square-foot rolls for just $175. McCoy True Value also has Master Mechanic 54-piece tool sets priced at $44.99. Take advantage of these bargains and more at McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Service you expect from people you trust. People's Bank.
Describe a great business banker. Jared, you go first.
Someone who's a great listener.
I agree, Jared. Kevin, what do you think?
Definitely someone you trust.
Totally. Both are so important. Sometimes you need someone to run the numbers.
And someone who understands the challenges you face as a business owner.
And someone who will get things done without a lot of red tape.
And someone who knows your community.
That sounds just like what we do at People's Bank.
It's exactly what we do.
I guess it makes total sense why we've had the same goal since we opened 25 years ago. Provide service you expect from people you trust.
That's exactly right, Janice. People's Bank has locations in Knoxville, Pleasantville, Lacona, Milo, Indianola, Carlisle, Seymour, and coming soon in 2024, Sheraton. Member FDIC.
Welcome inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on KNIA. Quick correction into our Cementech starting lineups. Maddie Grover, 6-foot freshman for Indianola, getting the start tonight. Try and stop some of this Carlisle size, and we are ready to go. Tonight's opening tip backed by Grover, but it's right into the hands of Carlisle, and it goes right to who you don't want it to go to, Macy Camito, who puts the layup up and in, and a foul is called, and an and one opportunity in the first 3 seconds of the game.
Yeah, tough foul for Dana to start the game right there. Dana Blake with her first foul, and again, exactly what you didn't want.
Free throw up for Camito, and misses the first. Blake with the rebound. So Indianola trailing 2-0 after winning the opening tip, and it's into the hands of Geyer. Gets it over to Belt again. Carlisle's been ranked in Class 4A. They played a very tough schedule. They've taken down Ballard in ranked action already so far. Belt Dribbles left side, gets it over to Geyer, kicks it out. Blake open for three, off the front of the rim. No, good look. There for the rebound is Bishop, but no, Comito rips it away. And looking up towards Stoner, finds it underneath the basket. Layup up, no good. Rebound into the hands of Grover. Finds Geyer. Geyer dribbling right side. Into the corner. Bishop, who's had the hot hand recently. Blake back out to Bishop. Fakes left, goes right, picks up her dribble, back to Blake inside Grover on the block. Loses the ball, picked up by the Wildcats. Carlisle leads 2-0, 7-11 left to go. Quarter number 1, clock running. Pass gets right side for the Wildcats into the hands of Stoner. Goes back up top, and Carlisle resets. Now back over towards the top to Comito. Comito down low, backdoor layup up and in. Mally Stoner gets the 2, and Carlisle's up 4-0.
And Comito is, heavily involved in every offensive play here.
Indianola turns it over. Comito gets it, pulls up, elbow, free throw jumper is up and in, and that's going to lead to a McCoy True Value timeout for Indianola, trailing 6-0, 6:40 to go, quarter number 1. Not the start head coach Jeff Jansen was looking for.
No, one of the things is he wanted to slow the game down, and that it started out as a track meet, just up and down, and that just doesn't favor Indianola.
A couple turnovers down the floor as well. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. All timeouts tonight will be McCoy True Value timeouts. We don't have any other games going on, so if anyone wants to send in any updates, I know, Rob, you're on Twitter. They can send you score updates.
Absolutely.
On Twitter for our Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio updates. And, of course, next stoppage in play, we'll have Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game resets. Looking for tonight's Drive to the Basket, presented by Keller's Garage, and tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game, presented by Wolf Roofing. We're back out onto the floor. Grover has it, top of the key for Indianola. Looking for Blake, can't find her. Now steps back deep. 2 is up off the back of the rim. Good-looking shot for Indianola. Rebound goes right to Indianola, out of bounds, and it might be, it's off Carlisle, and Indianola ball underneath.
Yeah, the referee down on the baseline, a little delayed call there, but he got it right.
Geyer to pass it in for the Indians. Wildcats look to be in a zone. It goes in over the top. Grover tries to go up and under. Layup up, no good. Gets her own rebound. Putback shot is up and in. Count the bucket and a foul for Maddie Grover. And Indianola's on the board.
And that's important for the Indians. Get Grover involved early. 6-foot post. They're going to have to feed the ball inside, especially, to try to offset some of this rebounding that Carlisle does.
Oh, I will say her offensive game leaps and bounds from game 1 of the season, and that's just adjusting to life at the varsity level. Misses the free throw. So both teams have had an and one opportunity, but Indianola gets it back. Grover gets it down low. Layup up, no good. Maybe partially blocked that time by the Wildcats. Logan Brown, I think, gets on top of it. Now it goes back to Comito down the floor. Brown, Stoner, three-pointer, rattles home. Molly Stoner with 5 points, and the Wildcats lead 9-2. Geyer, pass looking for Grover, just a little bit too much out in front. And then Indianola turns it over again with 5:57 left to go in the first.
And I don't have the official count here, but it looks like 4 turnovers already.
4 is my count right now.
In 2 minutes, so not a good start there.
Comito has the ball for Carlisle. 5:48 left to go, quarter number 1. Wildcats have it. Stoner. Up top, Comito. Top of the key, defended by Geyer. Goes right side. Now back up top, swings it around. Pitts tries it up and under. A hook shot is up, no good. Belt tracks down the rebound, gets it over to Blake, and Blake will bring the ball up the floor for Indianola. Dribbles left side into the lane, triple team, kicks it out. Geyer has it, now out to Belt. Indianola trailing 9-2, 5:20 to go, quarter number 1. Grover has it, hands it off into the hands of Geyer. Spin move into the lane, tries a shot, maybe deflected by the Wildcats. I think Logan Brown got a hand on it. Gets it back to Comito, and here they come. Leading 9-2, Comito down the floor. Spin move, Geyer, turnaround shot off the front of the rim. No, Geyer grabs the rebound. Good defense for Indianola. Can they make it count on the offensive end?
Yeah, that was an impressive spin move by Comito. Basket didn't go, but that nice handles there.
Blake has it, right wing for Indianola. Coach Jeff Jansen calling out the play. Belt into the lane, tries it up and under, kicks it back out Geyer, and they reset with 18 on the shot clock. Indianola trailing 9-2. Geyer dribbles in left side, left-handed layup up and in, and Alexa Geyer, whose offense has picked up over the last couple of weeks as well, makes it 9-4. Wildcats nearly turn the ball over, but gets it down low into the hands. Ramsey, Comito cutting towards the hoop, layup up and in, and Comito 6 points in the first. And again, not what Indianola's looking for to try and stop the Wildcats' best offensive player.
Carlisle moving the ball effectively around and also running screens and running through on their screens. So
11-4, Wildcats lead. Grover has it into the hands of Geyer. Up top, Belt. Now back out to Geyer, right wing. Geyer finds Grover at the free throw line. Finds Bishop on the cut, into the lane, floater. Bishop hits.
yeah.
Feels like she can't miss lately, and it's 11-6. Indianola's sticking with Carlisle so far.
Bren showing that senior leadership. She's really had to step up since Lauren Olson got injured.
Into the corner, three-pointer. Ramsey off the front of the rim. Grover with the rebound. Here comes Indianola. Nearly has it knocked away, but Grover gets it back, leading the break herself. Into the corner. Blake, shot fake right, dribbles left, looks for a backdoor, now goes down low. No, goes back up top to Belt. And Indianola sets up their offense, trailing 11-6 with 3.5 to go in the first quarter. 20 on the shot clock. Geyer has it, looking inside, can't find anybody, goes to Belt. Now back out, Grover, right wing. Up top, Bishop, she's left open, and I think we're going to get a foul on Carlisle. Trying to get through a screen, maybe. I thought there was a chance for an illegal screen there, but I looked over and didn't see a lot of movement.
Yeah, unfortunate there because Bren just hit a nice three-pointer there as the whistle was being called. I think part of what Carlisle's really selling out on defense, I think some ball fakes up top and then cuts to the basket might open up some layups.
Over the top pass for Belt, nearly intercepted, but she finds herself wide open. Ball rims in and out, no good. Kluver with an offensive rebound. Put back is up, no good, but she's fouled and will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That's what Abby Kluver brings. So that's why she's getting playing time right now, is because she's gritty and she kind of does those dirty things. And again, one of the keys of the game, second chance opportunities. Seen a couple of them early.
Foul on Maddie Fisher. Kluver's free throw rims in and out. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 3:11 left to go. Quarter number 1. Carlisle 11, Indianola 6. Carlisle now with 3 team fouls as Kluver hits the first free throw of the game and puts Indianola back within 4. Indianola with 1 team foul and 4 McCoy True Value timeouts. Camito pulls up, jumper from the elbow is up, no good. Bishop with a rebound, and Indianola can get it back within a possession after trailing 9-2. That's a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Belt has her pass deflected, gets it out. Kluver, shot fake. Dribbles back out into the hands of Blake, swings it around. White, three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound. Kluver right there. Layup up and in. Abby Kluver, 3 off the bench. And that leads to a McCoy True Value timeout for Carlisle.
Great job, Abby Kluver, right there. She's able to go ahead and just take what the defense gave her there. Again, they're selling out. And Abby was able to go ahead and just make a nice layup there. And Indianola has settled down. They've figuring out the pace of the game. They're still going to have to figure out Camito as we go along, but they're starting to settle. The biggest thing is Camito is just driving the ball, and she's penetrating deep down by the basket, and so they're going to have to figure out a way to stop her up top. But offensively, they're starting to kind of feel their way through this, and we're down 2 here.
7-2 run, and I will say Camito has 6 points. 2 of those were hard-earned on a finish. Another one was off the opening tip where Carlisle played it well, don't get me wrong, but got an easy 2 off of Indianola. And then another backdoor, which was a defensive miscue for Indianola. So feels like if they can stop some of the easy ones, they'd have an easier time. Resuming play, Camito dribbles left, nice crossover, beautiful spin move, turnaround shot is up and in, and that seems almost too difficult to stop as she banks that one down.
That's tough, Andrew. That's a tough play, and I mean, she's definitely a talented player. She's only a sophomore.
Leading 13-9, Carlisle, back up 4, pass out Bishop, catch and shoot 3. That one short, didn't seem like she got her feet underneath it. Rebound into the hands of Stoner and Carlisle. Wildcats coming up the floor, quickly gets it Camito, baseline, dumps it off, down low, layup up, no good. That was Olivia Freeman, and she is fouled in the attempt. And it will be 13-9 Carlisle heading to the free throw.
That's the second foul on Dana Blake. Dana with a little push there, just enough to draw the official's whistle there. So that's 2 fouls for Dana here in the first period.
Free throw from Freeman is up and in. And one thing Coach Jansen does not want, especially with Lauren Olson being out for extended periods of time, that roster gets shorter and shorter, is foul trouble on one of your key defensive players as well.
Yeah, right now we're rolling 8 deep, and you know, when you get one in foul trouble, that, especially in the first quarter, that hurts.
Second free throw, no good from Freeman. So fouls on Stoner. And Carlisle is at the bonus limit. Indianola trailing 14-9. Pitts comes back on, and Indianola brings the ball up the floor. White has it. Looking back door, had Kluver for a second, but couldn't quite find her in time. Kluver has it left wing. Drives inside, splits the defense, lost the ball, fights for it, and a jump ball is going to be called possession arrow Indianola, so Kluver loses it but retains possession for the Indians with a good hustle play.
Tenacity from Abby Kluver right there. Like even that 6 games ago when we first started the season, you would not have seen that, but tonight.
Getting way more comfortable at the varsity level. And
absolutely.
Gets the pass in. White, up top belt, swings it around. Bishop looks inside. Grover, one-on-one in the post, has it knocked away. Her and Freeman fighting for it, and that's going to call a jump ball. Good defense from the Wildcats. They're going to force a turnover. Olivia Freeman off the bench. The 5'4" player knocking it out of the hands of 6' Maddie Grover.
Yeah, even at the varsity level, you can never feel comfortable with the basketball in your hands, especially down low, because hands are always moving. And in girls basketball, the reach in becomes jump balls. So that's all, you really have to take care to protect the basketball.
And Indianola looks to be playing some 3-quarter court, and Kluver is going to be guarding Macy Camito here, and it looks like face up. They go over the top, and Indianola has to have pressure there. Dump off left side, layup is out, knocked out of the hands of Kira Fisk. Camito comes up with it anyway, and Carlisle retains possession. 18 on the shot clock. Pass inside, deflected. Bishop saves it in, goes right to Fisk. Fisk over the top. Gets it back, swings it around, into the corner. Freeman open for 3. Good movement from Carlisle, and Freeman hits the triple. And Indianola really hustled on that defensive play, but just a good job by Carlisle.
Yeah, you can't run faster than the ball can be passed, and that's just what happened there.
Belt to White. Indianola sets up their offense. Kluver, shot fake, dribbles right, almost has it knocked away. Goes back to White into the corner. This is Brooke White dribbling, hands it off Bishop. Bishop, not a Belt. White, free throw line jumper, rims in and out, and Kira Fisk with the rebound.
That was a good shot by White, just didn't fall.
Freeman gets it, nice pass from Camito, turnaround shot is up and in, and like you mentioned, Camito not only their leading scorer, but their leader in assists, and she has a couple back-to-back here, and Indianola drives inside. That is White on a reverse layup, it's up no good. Carlisle leading 19-9. They are on an 8-0 run since Indianola got it down to 2, 12 seconds to go in the first. Camito, 8 seconds out near half court, defended by Geyer. 5 seconds, gonna have to try something. Couple crossovers, gets a screen left. 3 at the buzzer, off the mark, no good. And that will do it for quarter number 1. Teams trade runs, and it's the Wildcats who end it on a 10-point lead, 19-9. Back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on KNIA.
Has your roof seen better days? When storms or age affect the integrity of your roof, call the trusted team at Wolf Roofing, a central Iowa community with 30 years of experience. Highly trained professionals will inspect your roof thoroughly, offer you a no-pressure sales approach, and are committed to a one-day, get-it-done approach for 90% of residential roofing projects. Wolf Roofing knows your home is one of your greatest investments. Let them take care of it for you. Call 515-225-8866 or go online at wolfroofing.net. Wolf Roofing, local, experienced, trusted.
At Greg Young Chevrolet in Norwalk, your satisfaction is their top priority. Their friendly professional team is committed to helping you find the information and assistance you need at every step of the car buying and ownership journey. Combine that with their award-winning customer service, thousands of vehicles to choose from, and always here community care, you can trust the team at Greg Young Chevrolet in Norwalk will go the extra mile to ensure you drive away in the new or used vehicle that fits you. Check them out at gychevynorwalk.com or stop by the dealership at 2501 Sunset Drive in Norwalk today.
Welcome back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. I'm Andrew Swadner. He's Rob Hawkins. Wildcats doing a bit of a zone trap to start off quarter number 2. Indianola trailing 19-9. Wildcats on an 8-0 run, and they're going to get a steal to start off the quarter as it gets it over right side into the hands of Camito. Camito, defended by Geyer, doing a couple nice crossovers, gets over by her, gets it down low. Brown, shot is up no good, and Grover with the rebound. Good recovery from Indianola on that one.
Yeah, Indianola got lucky there with the miss, and Geyer just took a hard shot.
Geyer goes right into Logan Brown, who went straight up, but it wasn't quite on the angle that I think the refs are looking for. If you're in between the player of the basket and go straight up, that's a non-call every single time. But if you're kind of parallel side to side, as Geyer makes the first free throw,
Yeah.
That's going to be a foul.
Well, this is Carlisle, Indianola. It's like sibling rivalry. it always hurts a little bit more in the family driveway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's going to be some contact. These two teams have had some great fights over the last couple of years. Last year in Carlisle went down to the wire. Geyer misses the second. Indianola just 2 of 5 from the line. And Comito quickly down the floor. Layup is up and in. Boy, give me a chance to talk, Macy Comito, before you go coast to coast.
Wow.
And puts Carlisle up 21-10.
Yeah, she's so quick.
White drives inside. Shot is up, no good. Grover fights for the rebound, but it's into the hands of the Wildcats. Here comes Carlisle, leading 21-10. 7:08 to go, quarter number 2. Up top into the hands of Ramsey. Ramsey left open. She'll take the 3. Off the mark, no good. Geyer with a rebound. Indianola, if they can stop giving up the easy buckets, I think have a chance, but they trail by 11 because too many easy ones for Carlisle.
Carlisle's offense, even in the half court, feels like transition.
Grover drives inside, misses the layup. Comito looks down the floor. Great pass to Stoner, but it's a little bit too far. Back up to Ramsey, now back up Comito. 6:37 to go, quarter number 2. Indianola trailing 21-10. Comito gives it into the hands of Stoner. Stoner dribbles left, or excuse me, that was Pitts. Pitts now back to Stoner. Comito defended by Bree White. Cross-court pass, three-pointer, off the rim, no good. Rebound into the hands of Stoner. Put-back shot is deflected by White, and she's going to grab it. Good defense from the Indians.
Yeah.
6:15 to go before halftime.
Geyer kind of got fouled there going for the rebound. Should have had the call there, didn't get it. Coach Jansen upset.
Belt turnaround shot, rattles on the rim a couple of times. Grover grabs it, tries to get it out, and is fouled by the Wildcats, their second team foul. Let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 6:03 to go, quarter number 2. Carlisle 21, Indianola 10. Wildcats 2 team fouls, Indianola 0, both teams with 4 McCoy True Value timeouts. That's a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Pass gets in. Down low, Blake, turnaround shot is maybe deflected and does not find the bottom of the net, and it's into the hands of Carlisle.
Dana Blake's going to have to play cautious with 2 fouls.
Molly Stoner gets it over. Freeman nearly travels, but gets it up top. Now goes down low. Comito straight to the hoop. Layup up and in, and another easy one for Macy Comito, or at least she makes it look easy. And the Wildcats lead 23-10. Geyer drives inside. Enser, layup up and in.
That was a nice drive by Geyer. She just put her head down and went straight for the basket.
5:30 to go before halftime. A nominee for our drive to the basket, presented by Keller's Garage, as a three-pointer from Carlisle is off the mark, and Belt is going to be fouled from behind. Third team foul on Carlisle. That one is on Freeman, her first.
Yeah, Freeman acted a little surprised there, but she was the only one in the gym who was. So,
if you come from behind like that and you go top down, you're going to get a foul almost every time, because if you do get the ball, almost for sure you get the hand. Geyer drives inside, puts up a floater off the rim, does not fall. Good-looking shot for Alexa Geyer, however.
Nice left hand there, just didn't fall.
Indianola trailing 23-12, and now they force a turnover on the defensive end as Bishop gets it, but Bree White was standing right on the baseline, just a toe on it, and they give it right back to the Wildcats.
Good hustle play there, kind of Bren Bishop getting down on the floor, getting dirty, but unfortunately it just didn't work out.
Comito will look to pass it in, goes all the way over top. Now goes into the corner left side. Emily Nelson. Nelson has it, looks for Comito inside, who hits the ground and travels. So Indianola, good defense on Macy Comito this time. Carlisle leads 23-12, but Indianola keeping it around this 11-point mark, despite not making very many buckets here in the second quarter.
That's been about the first real possession I've seen Indianola really stop Comito from getting the basketball.
Blake has it into the lane, goes right at the hoop, layup is up, no good, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Dana Blake. That's her third.
Yeah, just a nightmare scenario there for Coach Jansen.
Indianola has 3 fouls called against them in this game. All 3 are on Dana Blake, and that's the first time, or that's the last time, I should say, we're going to see her for a while.
Yeah, no, probably not till the second half and beyond.
Carlisle leading 23-12, 4:33 to go, quarter number 2. Pass nearly deflected and stolen away, but Carlisle retains possession with Comito at the top of the key. Sends Stoner around, finds Stoner in the lane. Indianola there, wanting a travel, not going to get it. Three-pointer, knocks it down. Emma Pitts for the triple, and the Wildcats lead 26-12.
Wow. Impressive step back three there.
Geyer has it, looking inside for Grover, can't find her. Bree White, three-pointer, top of the key, knocks it down. Bree White with the triple, and that leads to a McCoy True Value timeout called by head coach Jeff Jansen. Indianola trailing 26-15.
That was a big-time three. We really needed that to kind of stop that bleeding a little bit.
Just the second bucket made by Indianola in this second quarter.
Yeah.
Wildcats have 7 points, Indianola 6, but again, feels like it's been at this 11-point margin here, Rob. What do you think Indianola needs to do to get back in it?
Well, again, it just goes back to the basics that they want to do is they got to slow the game down. And right now, I earlier made a comment that Carlisle's half-court offense almost feels like transition offense because they are moving the ball, they're spreading the floor, and they're when they cut to the basket, they're making true cuts, and their hands are up and they're looking for the basketball. And Camito is such a great floor general; she's finding them, and that's they're just gonna have to kind of tighten those passing lanes down a little bit. Hands up, be active, know where the basketball is at all times. Otherwise, they're going to keep giving those up.
The best thing I can say about Carlisle right now, moving with a purpose.
Yeah.
They're not running through the offense. They are cutting, looking for the ball to try and score, and then if it's not there, they start to run through the offense. And I think that's kind of the difference we're seeing right now, as Carlisle will have the ball length of the floor to go.
On a separate note, Andrew, I want to note that the pep band is making its way in here.
Yes.
I'm getting fired up just thinking about it.
Pro pep band broadcast
That's
tonight.
right.
Carlisle has it at the top of the key, under 4 minutes to go, quarter number 2. Carlisle leading 26-15. Camito, great ball handling. Looks down low, shot is up and no good, but a foul is called. That's Amaray LaFollette Brown, and it looks like a travel actually is called, and the Wildcats turn it over, and Indianola can get the deficit back under or into single digits.
Yeah, LaFollette Brown there did a 360 shuffle.
Geyer has it top of the key, dribbles right into the corner. White finds a back cut on Grover, but it's tipped away by the Carlisle Wildcats. Down the floor, Pitts, straight to the hoop, layup up, no good. Not a bad foul if you're Bree White. Force her to earn it at the free throw line.
Not about bad foul, Andrew, but honestly, you might be able to avoid that if you stop the ball closer to the top of the key towards the three-point line. The angle that Bree took was more to the basket and allowed her to get down all the way, and then ultimately she had to foul.
Free throw made by Pitts. And Abby Kluver, who had 3 points off the bench, comes back onto the floor for Bree White. Second free throw for the Carlisle Wildcats. Rims in and out. Kluver with the rebound. Gets it over to Geyer, and Indianola trailing 27-15. Geyer has it out near the volleyball line. Picks up her dribble, goes to Bishop. Defended by Camito, gets it back out to Geyer. Hounding defense from Carlisle so far as Bishop has it in the corner. Back up top, Geyer sets for three. It's up off the back of the rim. Long rebound picked up by Camito, and Carlisle has a one-on-none as they get it over. Right-handed layup is up and in for Olivia Freeman, who has 8 off the bench, and Carlisle leads 29-15.
Nice floor vision for Camito, though.
Kluver has it. Right wing. Dribbles right. Picks up her dribble. Back to Grover. Jumper from the elbow off the mark. No good. And Indianola's gone cold from the floor. LaFollette Brown has it. Gets it over. Camito leading the break for Carlisle. Pitts right to the hoop. Layup is up. No good. Fighting for it. And it's off of Carlisle and out of bounds. Good defense on the Indianola side that time.
Yep. No, they hung up, got their hands up, and forced the turnover there. Indianola needs to figure out a way to get Zoe Belt and Bryn Bishop offensively into this basketball game, because right now they're non-factors, and they're a key to Indianola's success.
Just a couple shots for both of them, too, as well. Belt has it left wing, looking inside for Bishop. Dribbles around, goes into the lane, splits the defense, has her shot deflected. Nice defense there by Emma Pitts, and it will be out of bounds. Indianola ball underneath.
That was a good drive by Zoe, just got a block there, but now we got an inbounds.
Geyer gets it in to Belt. She's open for three. Knocks it down. And the prophet, Rob Hawkins, reigns true again.
Wow, I couldn't have planned that better if I tried.
Camito pull up three to answer off the back of the rim. Good box out that time by Bishop. Grover grabs the rebound, and here comes Indianola. Again, trying to get the deficit under 11. Carlisle leading 29-18, 2:05 to go before halftime. Grover has it left wing. Looking down low, gets it over Bishop. No, pass deflected by Freeman, and a one-on-none down the floor. Layup is up and in. The sophomore Olivia Freeman for Carlisle is dominating right now. She's got 10 first half points.
Yeah, and most of them are on transition baskets.
Bishop has it, looks inside Kluver's, knocked away by La Follette Brown, but now it's picked right back up by Indianola. Kluver has it, goes underneath. Geyer, turnaround shot on the block, rims around, does not fall, tipped up Kluver, gets it out to Geyer. Geyer has it, down low on the block again. Now going down for it, Carlisle rips it away, and here come the Wildcats with a minute 20 before halftime. Comito has it out on the wing, splits the defense, goes into the lane, floater up and in.
Wow, you can't do much about that. I mean, she was able to dribble that ball behind her back there and then between two defenders. Wow.
33-18. Nice pass down low. Grover on the block. Layup up and in. Credit Bryn Bishop with the assist and Maddie Grover with another 2. But it's still a 13-point game. Wildcats under a minute to go before halftime. Comito will hold it near the volleyball line. Top of the key. Dribbles left side. Finds a cutter, backdoor, Pitts layup up, no good. 45 seconds to go in the half, and Belt has it. Belt finds Geyer. Geyer down the side, and a foul's going to be called. Maybe a little sold, but did stick the arm out. And that's the correct call from the referee with 40 seconds to go before halftime. And I say sold, but looks like an injury down on the floor. And Carlisle leading 33-20 with 40 seconds to go. And Alexa Geyer picks up her first foul.
Yeah, pretty. It certainly wasn't intentional. She was kind of her forward motion, and her elbow kind of jutted out, and I think made contact with the Carlisle player's face. I can't see her number down there.
No, I didn't get a chance to see it, but
hopefully she's okay, and she does look to be in some pain, and hoping for the best for her, but certainly an inadvertent foul. You never want to see that happen where somebody gets hurt, but I think you can credit that more to her forward momentum.
Yeah, momentum more than anything, and it was a basketball play and the correct call. She got whistled for the charge, and hopefully everybody's okay. That wood floor is pretty unforgiving a lot of times, so.
Yeah, so, here we got 40 seconds left. Indianola really has got to hopefully get a stop here and try to, get another basket before halftime. And one thing that we haven't talked about all night, because it has not been a factor, is the shot clock. And one thing that we talked about in the pregame was Indianola trying to slow the game down and pace. But this has been a fast-paced game, and certainly then the scoreboard doesn't favor the Indians in a fast-paced game. So I think, I'm jumping ahead to second half adjustments, but one of those is going to have to be figure out how to slow this game down and what that looks like for the Indians.
Easier said than done as well with Macy Comito, who just plays it, feels like an 11. Everyone else is at a 7 or an 8, and she is just so fast with the ball. Kind of just forces you to play faster, and then with Carlisle doing a great job playing around that as well. So Wildcats player gets up and walking
Freeman
off.
Looks
that is
like
Freeman, and hopefully she's okay. She's had a fantastic game. 10 points off the bench and has been great to watch so far. So hopefully going to get some treatment. And training staff here is obviously top notch.
Josh Lawrence with Athletico, top best in the business.
We'll give him a free plug up here. Josh Lawrence, fantastic trainer. Carlisle ball coming out of the timeout. Fisher has it, almost loses the ball, goes into the backcourt after it's knocked away a couple of times by Bishop and out of bounds. Will remain with Carlisle. 24.4 seconds to go in the first half, and Indianola is ramping up the defensive pressure here.
Yeah, you like to see that. Alexa Geyer sticking right with Comito. Hopefully she can kind of slow her down here.
Comito crosses half court, gets a screen right. Double teams her, gets it back out. Pitts for 3, doesn't hit anything, and Carlisle saves it in bounds. And Indianola going for it. It's ripped away a couple of times. Belt will get it. Crossing half court, over the top pass. Geyer to the hoop, layup up, no good. Foul on Comito, and Geyer will have to earn it at the free throw line with 5.9 seconds to go before halftime.
That was a great job by Indianola, looking up the floor there and finding Geyer and now going to the line.
Good vision from Belt.
And Comito picks up foul number 2, which is an important thing for going into the second half. You never know when that might come up again.
Maybe pick up a third if you can, as Geyer misses the front end of 2 shots. Indianola seems to do either very well at the free throw line or below average. And tonight, probably not their night. They are just 2 of 7. Seconds ticking down. Comito down the floor, picks up a charge with a half second to go. That's her third, and the Prophet strikes true once more.
Man, we're killing. I think we should go into a little side hustle, Andrew.
You say we're. I've had no correct predictions so far, so I think maybe I'll be your manager or something.
Okay.
But with a half second to go before halftime, Belt will tap it in to Geyer, who gets the shot off, but doesn't quite hit, and the Wildcats in full control, but lights at the end of the tunnel for Indianola. They trail 33-20 at halftime here on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
There are certain relationships in life that trust is necessary. It's often the foundation of a relationship. At Cron Russell CPA, we believe in the value of trust and relationships, treating every client like a partner. Whether it's taxes or business planning, at Cron Russell CPA, your situation is as unique and as important as you are. Trust Matt, Don, and Angela to work with you through all of your tax and accounting needs. Schedule an appointment today to see what we can do for you. 641-842-5821. At Cron Russell CPA, you see numbers, we see opportunities.
Let's face it, accidents happen, especially during winter in Iowa. Don't let it get you down. If you get in an accident this winter, visit the auto body experts at Details Plus Collision Center in Indianola. They'll work with your insurance company to get your vehicle repaired quickly and back on the road. Details Plus also sells high-quality WeatherTech products to help protect your vehicle year-round. Check out their selection of mud flaps, floor liners, mats, seat protectors, storage systems, and much more. Details Plus Collision Center in Indianola.
Not again. Woo, getting hot. Better turn on the AC. Doesn't anything work in this house?
Country Pro customer service, thousands of vehicles to choose from, and always here community care. You can trust the team at Greg Young Chevrolet in Norwalk will go the extra mile to ensure you drive away in the new or used vehicle that fits you. Check them out at gychevynorwalk.com or stop by the dealership at 2501 Sunset Drive in Norwalk today.
Bumper music credited to the Indianola Pep Band. We're in the KNIA Radio Halftime Show on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Girls Basketball. Trailed pretty much from start to finish. It is from start to finish. Carlisle leading 33-20. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. And Rob, you kind of see glimpses here and there of exactly what Indianola wants to do. Their problem is it's not consistent enough. And Macy Comito, as advertised, is the best player on the court for a lot of the time.
Yeah, no, she's done a great job. And really, you know, we talked about it in the pregame. We've talked her up, and she is as good as advertised. She's a solid basketball player, probably has a next level opportunity for her. But she does so much more than score. She completely facilitates really the whole offensive scheme for Carlisle. She passes, she cuts, she sets screens, she has floor vision, she can lead the break, she can pass the ball up the floor. And, you know, like, you hate to say one player is so instrumental, but I think about this game, if Comito was not in there, and I think it looks completely different, the whole pace of the game. Their energy offensively completely is feeding off Comito. Freeman's had a nice first half as well, but a lot of her baskets are being facilitated by Macy Comito.
Absolutely. And right now, Freeman and Comito combined I've got Comito for 14 points and Freeman for 10.
Yeah.
So 24 of 33 between those two. Now, I would assume Freeman walked up on her own power. She seemed like at least feeling better. I'm no injury expert. Hopefully she can play in the second half. We very much want to see that happen. But the big thing that happened with just a couple seconds to go in the first half, Macy Comito picks up her third foul. If I'm Indianola, I sell out to try and get number 4. I mean, that is my one goal in this third quarter. Obviously scoring and winning, but trying to pick up a 4th foul on Macy Comito and get her out of this game for an extended period of time, I think is exactly what Coach Jeff Jansen is going to try and do.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a game changer, literally. It would change the pace of the game. It would change the flow, the the offensive ball movement that Carlisle is running right now, because all of their shots are open looks, unless the ones down low, Indianola's doing a good job contesting. But when they shoot a perimeter shot, they are literally getting the ball to the open player, and then Indianola's just trying to play catch up, and that's again all facilitated by her. So I think if they were to pick up a fourth foul on her, maybe push her out of the game a little bit, it definitely could get Indianola a chance to take a breather, get themselves set offensively, and crawl back into this basketball game, only down 13. And Andrew, I think you would agree, they had a few shots that rimmed in and out. Like, if you had 3 of those back, we're talking that maybe it's a 7-point ball game instead of 13. That sounds a lot better.
Here's the bad news for Indianola. Dana Blake, one of their top defensive players and, of course, rebounders and just gritty player overall, also with 3 fouls. And you kind of feel like that production is not an easy thing to replace. But my first half MVP has to be Abby Kluver.
Absolutely. Abby came in, gave solid minutes in lieu of Dana's foul trouble, and she's just doing those little things, and we talk about it all the time in the broadcast, but, it's those intangibles. She'll get the rebound. She pushes the ball on the floor, and really her offensive game has stepped up from, game 1 of this season to now game 7. She's finding her footing. You talked about that with Madison Grover. Also, she's starting to figure out the varsity speed. JV speed is way different than varsity speed. The players are stronger, they're a little bigger, and they're certainly more quick. They're faster, the hands move. And Abby Kluver is, you can tell she's starting to get it. She knows how to space on the floor. She knows how to find the open player, and I would totally agree with you. A first half MVP for sure. What I'd like to see Indianola do is get her some more looks on the floor, but they also got to get Zoe Belt and Bryn Bishop involved. And, we had a good laugh because Zoe hit that 3-pointer right after I had said she needed to be involved. But that's the reality. For Indians to be successful, they need their senior leader, Bryn Bishop, offensively involved. She's been, prior to tonight's game, she was killing it offensively. So they need to harness that and find a way to get her more involved.
Well, you went right into tonight's second half adjustments presented by Details Plus Collision Center. And yeah, I think it has to be getting shooters open. I think for Indianola, that is what they need. A lot of their points so far have been difficult to come by. They have not been able to get their shooters open, and credit Carlisle for that. But I think Indianola has to try and find a way to get non-contested shots for their shooters.
Well, like I talked about earlier, Carlisle is overselling on defense, especially on the perimeter. They're going hard towards the Indianola player with the basketball, ball fake, and then maybe drive to the basket. And we saw Alexa Geyer do that a couple times. We saw Dana do that. Unfortunately, she picked up that 3rd foul, but they are getting to the basket, so they need to kind of figure, if you're not going to get those open looks on the perimeter, let's figure out another way to get the ball in the basket. And if that's driving to the basket by utilizing some ball fakes, then I think they should consider doing that.
And then make your shots at the free throw line as well. 2 of 7 right now, Indianola at the line. If you make a couple more, you're looking at, again, a 10-point game instead of 13. And hopefully those points don't come back to hurt Indianola, leaving 5 missed free throws on the floor. That is second half adjustments presented by Details Plus Collision Center. Remember, when you need auto body repair, the difference between one shop and the next are the little details. Details Plus Collision Center in Indianola. Take a short time out. Be back after this for the start of quarter number 3. Carlisle leading Indianola 33-20. Back after this on KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Parker Signs and Graphics is a renowned signage solutions provider in the Midwest with over 30 years of experience. They use the most cutting-edge processes to deliver top-quality products, starting from design conception and ending with fabrication. When faced with complex challenges that other sign makers can't handle, Parker Signs is the go-to choice. For all your signage needs, call John at 515-962-0330 today. Parker Signs and Graphics is also a proud supporter of Indianola High School Athletics. Go Indians!
Winter weather is almost here. Get your vehicle ready for the cold months ahead by taking it to Keller's Garage in Indianola. At Keller's, they'll make sure your heater is performing at its best and the tread on your tires is ready for all types of slippery road conditions. Let Keller's check over your brakes, fluids, wipers, bulbs, and battery before the snow really starts to fly. They're a one-stop shop for all of your automotive repairs and upgrades. Call today at 515-961-3306 and simply take it to Keller's.
It's Carlisle ball to start quarter number 3. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Starters on the floor for both teams. Carlisle leading 33-20. And we are off with the ball into the hands of Macy Comito from Natalie Ramsey. Defended by Alexa Geyer. Gets it into the hands of Pitts. Pitts into the corner. Gets the ball back down low. Shot is up, deflected by Indianola. No foul. Bishop looking around to make sure that there wasn't a foul. It was just out of bounds. And it's Wildcats ball underneath.
She had that I didn't do it look. I've seen that before.
I was going to say, you might be the expert of the two of us on that one. And now a ball is going to be tipped up. Grover forces a jump ball with 7:46 to go in the third quarter, and Indianola gets a stop defensively to start.
That's a good start there, and you know, now they need to capitalize here.
Geyer has it, top of the key, gets Belt, screen, Blake, out to Bishop, back to Blake, top of the key, dribbles left, goes into the lane, layup is up, no good, Grover rebound, put back shot is up and in. Maddie Grover, 6 points, getting the start tonight, and Indianola trails by 11, 33-22.
And Blake driving to the basket, getting it started.
Pitts has it top of the key, gets it right side, Ramsey. She dribbles left, looks for Comito on the cut. Indianola immediately doubles, back out, Emma Pitts. Dribbles right side, splits the defense, good looking shot. And the scoop layup for Emma Pitts goes down.
That was a nice shot there.
35-22, Carlisle leading, 7 minutes to go in the third. Geyer has it up top, Belt. She gets a screen right. Over the top pass, looking for the roller and Blake, but nobody home. Comito gets it behind the back pass. What a pass. Layup up, no good, however. Carlisle gets it, and then a pass is deflected and stolen away by Geyer, but we are robbed of a layup after that Mason Comito behind the back pass.
That's the one time I'm sad that Carlisle didn't make a layup right there. That was a beautiful pass.
Bishop gets it to Grover, who's driving side and fouled by the Wildcats. 6:32 to go, quarter number 3. I am still in awe of the perfection of the Macy Comito behind the back pass. Perfect. Wow.
I wish they had a television camera on your and I's face, because we looked at each other when she did that. That was impressive.
Grover, first free throw, no good. She is 0 for 2 at the line tonight. Substitute coming on for Carlisle as Maddie Fisher comes on. Indianola in their home whites, Carlisle in their visiting blacks today. Second one from Grover as Carlisle leads 35-22, no good. And Comito with the rebounds. Indianola now 2 of 9 at the line. Comito dribbles right side, Pitts, shot fake, back to Comito, top of the key. Goes left side, Fisher now looking inside, Pitts right there. Indianola gets it, Comito baseline, shot up, no good. Geyer with a rebound, and they're getting stops on the defensive end. They can't take advantage so far offensively, trailing by 13.
Yep, Carlisle had a nice looking shot. Comito with the quick square up there, she just couldn't hit it.
Blake has it out on the right wing, drives inside, splits the defense, layup is up, does not fall. And there's a lid on the bucket for Dana Blake so far tonight as Carlisle grabs the rebound.
But I like the aggressiveness, and I think that's what it's going to take to claw back into the game.
Ramsey has it left wing. Into the corner, Stoner. Back to Ramsey. Cutter gets down low, Pitts, now back out. And you know, look good interior defense. Stoner back, Pitts, three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped up, picked up by Bishop. Gets it over to Belt. And Indianola, again, getting the required stops. Can they get scores? Blake drives inside, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound picked up by Grover. Her shot is up, no good. And Indianola struggling to score. Comito gets it up into the front court. Layup is up and in. That is Molly Stoner on the 2. Her first point since the first quarter. And Carlisle has their biggest lead of the night by 15.
That was nice footwork there by Stoner to get that basket for Carlisle.
Bishop gets it to Grover, top of the key, looking for cutters, finds Bishop left wing, catch and shoot three. Off the front of the rim, no, and Comito grabs it. Comito down the floor, running the break, kicks it off left side, shot fake, Pitts drives inside, nobody stops her, left-handed layup up and in, and it feels like Indianola's maybe run out of gas here, and Coach Jeff Jansen's going to call a McCoy True Value timeout with 4:47 left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think they just placed an order for some oxygen tanks down there. Indianola is gassed right now. And again, I said it before, even Carlisle's half-court game is so quick. You're constantly moving. Their players are cutting constantly. So they're just expending a lot of energy on the defensive end. And then, you know, it comes down, you come down there and on offense and got a player driving the basket, had two players there that nobody stepped in and standing flat-footed there, and so they definitely need a break.
Carlisle leading 39-22. Let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 4:47 remaining. Indianola trailing 39-22. No team fouls for the Indians, one for the Wildcats. Indianola down to 2 timeouts. Carlisle with 4 McCoy True Value timeouts. Geyer splits the defense. Nobody stops her. Layup is up. No good, however. Blake gets the rebound back out to Bishop. And Indianola resets. Belt over to Brooke White into the game. Finds Blake. Down low on the block. Back out White. Three-pointer. Off the mark. No good. And Comito grabs it. Here comes Carlisle. Leading by 17, 39-22. Comito drives inside, tries to draw a charge. A no call as Pitts gets it into the corner. Deep 2, Kira Fisk off the mark, no good. Geyer fights for the rebound, and it looks like a jump ball is going to be called. Carlisle ball.
Oh, man, that drive by Comito was dangerous. That she could have picked up her 4th, which would have been huge.
Our Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset was heard earlier, so whether it's a sudden injury, a chronic issue, or a nagging pain you want to walk in and be seen for, the choice is Capital. For more information and a list of services, go to gsmcapitalortho.com. Ball gets moved right side, three-pointer is up from Stoner. It's no good. Kluver with the rebound, and here comes Indianola. 4 minutes to go in the third, trailing 39-22. Cross-court pass finds Belt on the left wing. Back up top, Brooke White. White dribbles left, finds Bishop. Bishop on the cut, puts up a floater in the lane, and again, Indianola cannot find the mark right now. Over the top pass, quickly down low, through the hands of Molly Stoner, and Carlisle turns it over.
Yeah, got lucky there on the turnover. Indianola's just going to have to figure out a way to kind of settle down on the offensive end.
Kluver gets it in the right corner, now dribbles back up top to the wing. Dribbles right side, gets around her defender, goes straight to the hoop. Can't finish, however. Good defense from Fisk as she grabs the rebound. Fisk has it, finds Comito. 3.5 to go, quarter number 3. Carlisle leading 39-22, and Comito has it at the top of the key. Ramsey finds a cutter into the lane, and no call. Ball out of bounds on Carlisle. Maybe Stoner got hit or lost her footing, but there was about 3 defenders in the area. No call, and it's Indianola ball.
I think she actually stumbled a little bit, and then she stumbled right into Brooke White, and Brooke White, good sportsmanship, helped her up. I mean, probably teammates last year.
I think Bryn took a bit of a knock on that one, so Bryn Bishop is going to come out of the game. Bree White comes on, so onto the floor for Indianola is White and White, Brooke and Bree. Then Alexa Geyer, Zoe Belt, and Abby Kluver. Indianola going small in this lineup. Geyer has it, Brooke White. Finds Belt, top of the key. Belt hands it off, Brooke White. To Kluver, right wing. Shot clock at 20. Back up top, Brooke White. Shot fake, dribbles right, splits the defense, goes up, layup up and in, and Indianola stops a long scoreless streak, and they're back within 15, 39-24.
Again, nice drive there, and I mean, those are the keys, but Indianola just not getting any open perimeter looks.
Pitts drives right side. Belt thought she got the ball, but she got some arm, and that will cause a foul. And I believe we're going to see Emma Pitts head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
So, Carlisle.
It's on Kluver, excuse me.
Pitts, 68% free throw shooter.
Rims in and out. She is 1 for 3.
I think that's what they call the announcer jinx.
You're doing everything you can tonight. Maybe you should make an Indianola make 6 3-pointers in a row prediction.
Oh.
We'll just wait and see. No pressure as she makes the second one.
No pressure.
Indianola brings the ball up the floor, trailing 40-24. It's been Carlisle out in front all game long, and they were well-deserving. Belt finds a cutter. Abby Kluver on the block. Layup is up, rattles around, and falls. Good cut from Kluver. Good find for Belt, and Kluver gets the 2.
Nice job by Abby there.
Camito dribbles left, finds a cutter, on the baseline, and shot is up no good. Belt with the rebound has it knocked away by Fisk, but it will be out of bounds. Indianola ball, 2:11 to go in the third, and Indianola will get it on the sideline. Easy for me to say.
Right, Carlisle just, they've got a high energy motor.
Pass gets over to Brooke White. Down low for Belt. Belt in the lane. Turnaround shot is up, deflected, but a foul is called with 2:02 to go in the third, trailing 40-26 in Zoe Belt.
Strong post move there by Zoe. Gets the ball in the lane there, make nice half spin, and the Carlisle defender was just playing catch up there.
Trying to jump Indianola's free throw percentage, and she does by making the first. Second team foul on Carlisle in this third quarter.
Was that 4 or 5 points for Zoe tonight?
Belt is now at 5, 1 3, 2 free throws, and Indianola trails by 12, 40-28, 2 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, with Bishop sitting, she needs to get more and more heavily involved in the offense here.
Camino drives inside, spin move. Indianola did a nice job on the double, but it looks like Geyer's going to be whistled for the foul. Don't think she agreed with the call very much, but that will lead to free throws coming on for Macy Camino.
Well, I've got kids, and they don't always agree with my calls either.
It looked like some contact. I think the referees have done an absolutely fantastic job tonight in calling the game. They've let them play, but they've also, called it when they've needed to, and Camino makes them both.
You know it's good when you're not talking about the refs.
Geyer over the top pass, finds Belt down low on the block, kicks it out. Kluver, maybe ball deflected, and Fisk comes up with it, and Carlisle gets it after an Indianola turnover. Pitts has it, top of the key, goes down low, back over. Pitts up top, Camino. Shot fake, good defense from Geyer, and the Wildcats have to reset with 1:35 to go in the third, leading 42-28. Camino gets it, three-pointer, off the mark, no good. Kluver with a rebound. If she looks up, she has White, can't find her. Now back up to Geyer. Geyer dribbling right, goes right to the hoop, layup up and in, and Alexa Geyer splits the defense, and she's got 7, and Indianola's back within 12. They're winning the third quarter right now. If Camino, left-handed layup is up no good, fights for her own rebound, and a jump ball is going to be called. Indianola possession with 1:12 left to go in the frame.
Geyer there, nice job driving all the way to the hoop. She had maybe some outlets, but she decided to go ahead and take it strong, and nice finish. She's really gaining that offensive confidence also.
Yes. White has it, gets it to Geyer, and Indianola tries to get back within 10 or with a 3 within single digits for the first time in this second half. White to Belt. Finds a cutting. Bryn Bishop down low, in and out of her hands. It looked like maybe a little bit too strong. That was the correct read, but Indianola can't convert.
Yeah, looked like Carlisle was kind of sagging down into just a little 2-3 zone there.
55 seconds to go in the third. Indianola trailing 42-30. Camino off the floor as Pitts gets it down low. Foul is going to be called on White, and that will send Emma Pitts to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, that's a tough position, White. I mean, Pitts had a lot of forward momentum, and White wasn't really set, so that's just kind of one of those gotcha basketball plays.
And a heads-up play. That's what happens when you cut quick.
Yep.
I mean, the defense doesn't get time to get set. As Pitts hits the first, she's 3 of 5 at the line tonight. She's up into double figures for the Wildcats, who lead 43-30. Make that 44-30. Bishop into Bree White, who finds Geyer, and here comes Indianola. Maybe a 2-for-1 situation if they can get a quick shot. And a touch foul is going to be called, it looks like, on the floor on Carlisle. I think on Kira Fisk.
Yep, it was on Fisk.
I didn't see anything egregious. It was away from the ball, but referee must have seen something, and Indianola gets it with 42.8 seconds to go in the quarter.
I think he might have called it because it looked like she tried to grab.
Nice dish off. White finds Belt on the baseline. Jumper up and in. Indianola back within 12. Shot clock and game clock are pretty synonymous here with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Pitts dribbling right side. Now back up top. And another foul is going to be called.
Nope.
Or 5 seconds, excuse me. I thought maybe she went towards the hoop, but 5 seconds and the Wildcats turn it over.
Yeah,
26 or 30, yeah, 26.3 seconds to go in the third.
Carlisle's coach was not happy with that.
That was a quick 5.
Yeah,
Geyer brings it across half court. Indianola, shot clock off, trailing 44-32. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Geyer out to Bree White. Cross court pass, Brooke White. Deep 3. Knocks it down! That is tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game, presented by Wolf Roofing. We'll finish out the quarter, but Indianola gets the triple. 2 seconds to go. Shot is up at the buzzer from Stoner. It's no good. Tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game, presented by Wolf Roofing, online at wolfroofing.net. Wolf Roofing, local, experience, trusted, as Indianola gets the deficit down to 9, 44-35. Back after this on KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
Deck the halls at McCoy True Value in Indianola with these bargains of the month through December 22nd. Create a beautiful atmosphere with lights and decor, including Holiday Wonderland's 300-count Starry Micro LED string light set for $29.99, or many other options. All Christmas trees are on sale, and don't forget the wrapping paper, 35 square foot rolls for just $175. McCoy True Value also has Master Mechanic 54-piece tool sets priced at $44.99. Take advantage of these bargains and more at McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Welcome back inside the Indianola Highview radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. Indianola girls basketball wins the third quarter, but they still have a massive uphill battle. They trail Carlisle 44-35. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Rob, what did Indianola do at the end of that third quarter that allowed them to be so successful?
Well, you know, they were finding the open player. Brooke White found a nice open Zoe Belt, and she squared up and hit the shot. You know, we talked about it at the beginning of the game, finding the good shots, not the perfect shot, and they found good shots. And they're clawing their way back in, but, you know, we'll see how this goes.
Carlisle got their points from the free throw line, just 3 made buckets that entire third quarter. Pass gets in down low, and Logan Brown travels, and Carlisle turns it over, and you can just feel the momentum has shifted in this contest right now.
Yeah, and, you know, we're down to a 9-point game, and, you know, now Indianola has to finish on the offensive side here.
Carlisle has been playing stellar defense all game long, and they're going to try and trap Geyer. Geyer gets it just off, but it's going to be stolen away by Camito. They were not ready for the trap, and Camito with an easy layup, her first bucket of the second half, and Indianola trails by 11, 46-35. Geyer to Belt. Splits the defense left into the corner. 3-pointer, Bishop. Off the mark, no good. Geyer fights for the rebound with Camito, and a jump ball is going to be called. Indianola ball. Good hustle from Alexa Geyer. Camito, I think, wanted a foul, and so does the Carlisle fan base over there with 7:22 remaining in the game, but it's Indianola ball underneath.
Yeah, they definitely wanted the foul call there.
Over the top pass, going to be stolen away. Here comes Camito one-on-one. Indianola turns it over. Camito, left-handed layup up and in. And boy, she comes back into the game, and the game just turns immediately. Geyer gets it. She tries to go down the floor. Layup up, no good, but a foul is called on the Wildcats with 7:09 remaining. They lead 48-35, and Geyer will head to the free throw line for 2.
I'm not saying it's getting chippy out there, but it's definitely a physical basketball game. These girls are playing physical on both sides, and again, it's that sibling rivalry.
Geyer, free throw rims in and out. Boy, Indianola is just not taking advantage of opportunities at the line tonight.
They're going to look back at the free throw shooting tonight, and that's going to be a contributing factor in their discussions about how the game went.
Geyer makes the second, and it's back to a 12-point game, 48-36. This is about where it's been. Brown pass deflected by Grover. Belt grabs it, and Indianola forces the turnover defensively. Belt dribbles down, nearly walked, but holds the pivot foot. Geyer drives inside, floater up and good. Grover, rebound, layup up and in, count the bucket and a foul. Maddie Grover with another and one opportunity to get the deficit below 10, and it's 48-38.
Yep, got to hit this and one here, but strong move by Madison Grover there, and she showed some emotion after hitting that. So that's good to see.
Free throw up from Grover, doesn't hit anything. And Indianola has to try and keep turning stops into scores, trailing 48-38, 6:50 to go in the ball game. Camino, 3 fouls in the second quarter, and that is it. And she has just played a fantastic game.
We call it the Camino effect. It's like a weather pattern.
Stoner gets it up top, Ramsey. Back over Camino. Cross-court pass. Now down low, Brown. Brown looking for somewhere to go. Goes up Camino. No, it's stolen away by Geyer. Here comes Indianola on the break. Geyer straight to the hoop. Layup is up, no good. Grover with the rebound. Tries to kick it back out. Belt open for three. Off the rim, no good. Grover tracks it down, however. Great hustle from Maddie Grover. Baseline jumper. Rattles around, does not fall. Here comes Indianola, tries to get it. They tap it back in, but it goes to Carlisle. Great hustle all around, and the Wildcats grab it.
Can't fault the hustle there.
Couple good looks from Indianola. They can't convert, and Camino gets it to Pitts. Now back to Camino on the elbow. Turnaround jumper in the lane, rattles around, does not fall. Belt with the rebound. 5:49 to go in the ball game. Geyer has it, crosses half court, dribbles right, hands it off Bishop for three. Off the rim, no good, gets her own rebound. Cross-court pass, Belt fakes left, goes right, goes into the lane. Left-handed layup is up and in, count the bucket, and a foul for Zoe Belt. And Indianola can get it back within a 3-possession game.
Wow, great drive there by Zoe Belt. Left hand.
The scoop layup.
Power, I love it.
48-40.
She took full contact there. Full contact from Logan Brown.
Third foul on Brown. And Belt, coming alive in this second half, can cut it down to a 7-point game, and she does. And it's as close as it's been since the first quarter.
Yeah. I hate to say I'm a prophet, but
Belt, 3 of 3 at the line. A McCoy True Value timeout called by Carlisle. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 5:31 remaining in the ball game. Wildcats 48 of Carlisle. Indianola 41. Carlisle 3 fouls. Indianola 0. Carlisle 3. McCoy True Value timeouts. Indianola with 2, but just 1 foul to give for Carlisle. If Indianola can get to the free throw line and take advantage, to me, that's the way back in.
Well, and you get to take advantage with the clock stop, because now that we're going into the fourth quarter, the clock does become the enemy to a certain degree, especially when you're trying to come back. So if you score points when the clock's not running, hey, that's the best of both worlds.
So Indianola had gotten a lead in the first quarter, or at least gotten it close. Carlisle has led the entire way. I don't think Indianola ever got the lead, but they got it down to 1. Carlisle ends the first quarter on an 8-0 run to lead 19-9, and this is as close as it's been since that point.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell the energy's back in the building towards the end of the first half, and then even into that first 4 minutes of the third quarter, the energy was flat. It was a flat line in here, and now all of a sudden we got a heartbeat.
5:31 to go in the ball game. Wildcats ball. We'll see what they've cooked up in their McCoy True Value timeout, or inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on AM 1320, FM 94.3, KNIA, Knoxville, Indianola. Camino gets it, Fisk, drives inside, back out Camino. Hunted by Alexa Geyer. Indianola switches, now Belt on Camino. 10 on the shot clock, gets a screen from Fisk, step back 3, off the mark, no good, and a foul's going to be called on the rebound on Molly Stoner. That's 4, and Indianola's shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way with 5:10 to go.
Yeah, and that was made possible by Alexa Geyer getting great box out position right there and forced the Carlisle defender to go over her.
48-41. Can Indianola get it back within 2 possessions? Geyer drives inside, layup is up and falls! Alexa Geyer's up to 10, and Indianola has it down to a 5-point lead, 48-43.
And Andrew, all of these baskets are coming on drives to the basket.
And their finishing is the big thing.
Yep.
Fisk, hands off Camino. Into the corner. Ramsey, 3-pointer. Hits, and that's a momentum killer right there as Natalie Ramsey with the triple. And it's back up to 8, 51-43.
You said momentum killer. I say dagger. Wow.
Bishop has it up top. Dana Blake playing with 3 fouls right now. Has it at the top of the key. Hands it off. Bishop goes down low. Grover gets position. Layup up. No, can't finish. And Fisk grabs the rebound for Carlisle. Good look for Indianola. But right now, that key play is a Natalie Ramsey triple to get the lead back up to 8. Carlisle gets the stop. 4:05 remaining in the ball game. Comito dribbles left, double team, cross-court pass into the hands of Pitts. Step back three, off the mark, no good. Comito fights for the rebound, and she gets it. Back up top, three-pointer, Ramsey. Off the mark, no good. And Belt with the rebound, and Indianola survives the scare, but now turns it right back over to Comito, going right at Belt. Layup is up and in, count the bucket and a foul. And Macy Comito single-handedly might have just put the dagger in Indianola and gets the lead back up to 10.
Wow, Comito just knew where Zoe Belt was going to go with that basketball and just kind of jumped out of the air. Oh man, that's tough. And then it gets the and one on top of it.
Does not finish the and one, and the ball is out of bounds off of Carlisle. So just 2 points, but it feels maybe worth a little bit more, as Indianola had momentum, getting it down to 5, but a 3 and a quick 2 for the Wildcats make it 53-43.
And the clock's tick-tocking right now, down to 3.5 minutes.
Blake into the lane, splits the defense, layup is up. Boy, she can't buy a bucket tonight. And the rim's in and out, but no good, and Comito grabs it for the Wildcats. 3:22 and counting to go in the ball game. Carlisle going to be very patient on offense. Comito.
This is the slowest their offense has been all night.
Tries to break it down, gets it over to Pitts. Pitts drives into the lane, splits the defense, and a foul is going to be called. Not a bad one if you're Brooke White, but it will send Emma Pitts to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, if they're going to score, you'd rather them score with the clock stopped, and maybe they just get a onesie here. But Brooke was beaten on the drive by Pitts and had no choice but to foul.
Pitts at the free throw line is 4 of 6, make that 5 of 7, and that's a huge difference in this game, Rob. Carlisle, 5 of 7. 8 of 13 overall in the game, make that 9 of 14. And that's a huge difference so far as Carlisle gets back up by 12, 55-43, 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Geyer goes down low into the hands of Blake into the corner. Geyer, three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. And fighting for the rebound is White, and it will be off of Indianola out of bounds with 2:53 to go. And it feels like Carlisle has done enough to quell the momentum from Indianola, and are going to try and salt this one away.
Yeah, and you've covered enough basketball games when a team is behind and they're down by double digits and they work so hard and they claw back, and you get down to within 5, and then it just falls apart, and it's very deflating for a team, and you put so much energy and effort, and it's a letdown.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes that much more. You have to have so much go right that if you don't get the lead, any basketball coach will tell you, if you're down big and then you come back and you never get the lead back, it feels so much different than even if you just go ahead by 1 or 2 and the other team just stops the run, and that feels like what Carlisle's done so far.
Yep. They were able to. Carlisle was, they stopped the bleed. They put a tourniquet on, and they were able, like you said, quell the momentum, and that was a great way to put that, because you could definitely feel the entire energy of the entire gymnasium had shifted, and now all of a sudden we're inching back towards a flat line here. So we'll see what Indianola can do with 2:50 left.
Comito will bring the ball up the floor. We're inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth, coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout. Comito turnaround shot in the lane is up and in, and that is just too tough to stop, and she already has 8 points in this fourth quarter. White, three-pointer for Indianola, rims in and out, rattles around. Blake with an offensive rebound. Shot is up, no good, but a foul is called, and Dana Blake heads to the free throw line for 2 shots with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, that ball kind of bounced through some hands, and Pitts took a shot to the face there. She's kind of wiping her forehead, eye area, but she took a hard shot with the basketball.
Blake at the free throw line for 2 and makes the first. Indianola trailing 57-44, 2:30 to go in the ball game. Bishop, White, Belt, Geyer, and Blake on the floor for Indianola. Second free throw from Blake is in, and we're going to see Bree White come on for Dana Blake. 2:30 to go in the ball game. Indianola trails by 12. They had it at 5 with about 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game. But Carlisle with a nice run led by none other than Macy Comito. Crosses over, gets it down low. Fisk down low on the block. And boy, what a find. Finds Kira Fisk. And Comito with the assist. Indianola trailing by 14, 59-45. Geyer drives inside, misses a layup, gets her own rebound, pass deflected. And it should be, well, I thought it was deflected, but it's off of Geyer and out of bounds with 2:05 remaining in the ball game. Carlisle ball.
I want to go back to that last post-up play there by Fisk. I mean, what a great feed by Comito, but credit Fisk. She had great post position in there, and then she was able to turn around and using her left hand on the right side to finish on that basket, kind of protecting the ball. Not much else you can say, but hey, that's good basketball.
Well, and when it comes in that fast,
yeah,
you're never quite sure, and she is just zipping it in there. And Carlisle with good hands all night tonight. They are very deserving of this 14-point lead, and but they've led from start to finish. Credit Indianola for not giving up all night. Got it down to 5, but Carlisle, I think, showed why they were so highly rated coming into this season. Maybe didn't have everything figured out, had a tough schedule to start, a loss to Pella that I think they'd like back, but I think Carlisle is going to be tough for a lot of teams down the stretch.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be a tough out. I got to say, it's been a real pleasure tonight just to watch good basketball from Macy Comito. You'd like to see, when I went to the Raiders game last weekend in Vegas, Justin Jefferson got out there, and, he got hurt quick, but you always want to see the stars, and you want to see the stars shine. Well, Macy Comito has shown tonight.
Yeah, well worth for basketball fans in general, the real deal. Macy Comito dribbles across half court. Gets it off into the corner. Ramsey, who had the biggest shot of the night with that triple, now back up top into the hands of Emma Pitts. Back to Ramsey, to Pitts. Swings it around Stoner. Back up top, Pitts. Carlisle just playing the clock game here as they get it over to Ramsey. Now down low to Fisk, but Belt is right there, and it's going to force a jump ball. Possession arrow Carlisle with 1:38 remaining. It'll be Carlisle ball underneath. And they will get it into Fisk, who's wide open for 3. Rims in and out. Indianola catches a break, but no. Comito with the rebound on a reset shot clock. Carlisle can get this below a minute before they have to do anything. Ramsey has it. Wildcats of Carlisle leading 59-45.
Carlisle definitely being more deliberate with the passing of the ball up top, keeping it up top.
Fisk gets it to Comito. Left-handed layup is up on the drive. No good. White with the rebound. Finds Geyer down the floor. Geyer down, right to the hoop. Layup up and in.
Nice drive by Alexa using the left hand and the finish.
Minute to go in the ball game. Carlisle leading 59-47. Comito has it. Hands it off to Pitts. Pitts goes over Fisk. Dribbles left, nearly has it knocked away. But now they get it into the hands of Ramsey. Ramsey out near the volleyball line. Hands it off to Pitts. Back over Stoner. Back up Comito, who's double teamed, kicks it off down low. Nice dump off Fisk, layup up and in. Kira Fisk with 4 here in the fourth quarter, and the shot clock is off. Indianola trailing 61-47. Three-pointer from White is up and in as Brooke White hits the triple. And Carlisle can hold for the final possession, leading 61-50. Comito trying to dribble it out, 10 seconds to go. And the Wildcats are going to get a 61-50 victory, well fought on both sides. And game 1 of our girls-boys doubleheader is complete. We'll have post-game coverage coming up after this on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Service you expect from people you trust. People's Bank.
Describe a great business banker. Jared, you go first.
Someone who's a great listener.
I agree, Jared. Kevin, what do you think?
Definitely someone you trust.
Totally. Both are so important. Sometimes you need someone to run the numbers.
And someone who understands the challenges you face as a business owner.
And someone who will get things done without a lot of red tape.
And someone who knows your community.
That sounds just like what we do at People's Bank.
It's exactly what we do.
I guess it makes total sense why we've had the same goal since we opened 25 years ago. Provide service you expect from people you trust.
That's exactly right, Janice. People's Bank has locations in Knoxville, Pleasantville, Lacona, Milo, Indianola, Carlisle, Seymour, and coming soon in 2024, Sheraton. Member FDIC.
Check out these amazing deals at your Indianola Hy-Vee this week. You can get a Christmas meal deal for only $30. Includes a Hormel Cure 81 whole boneless ham, mushroom soup, green beans, and more. Again, just $30. Buy two, get two free Coca-Cola product 12-pack cans. Stovetop stuffing is just $1.98 a box. And Marie Callender's pie, just $5.88. These deals and more this week at your Indianola Hy-Vee.
Our year-end Red Tag event is going on now at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. Every new and used vehicle is tagged with one low price. Up to $13,000 off MSRP on new Ram 1500s. Or 0% APR for 72 months on Bighorns. Up to $12,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees. And our last 2023 Jeep Cherokee on sale for $40,990. Incredible year-end savings at DeYarman Automotive, Knoxville. DeYarmanAuto.com.